In this tutorial series, we're going to be talking about what it means to work with objects, the essentials, how to duplicate an object, how to group, how to ungroup, as well as lock and hide different objects, how to change reference points, how to use the align tools and distribute things easily, or evenly rather, how to repeat the last command, and what the Option keyboard button does on a Mac or the Alt keyboard button does on a PC. So, duplicate an object. I'm going to show you by using this fan kind of image that I've created. So, if I have created my object, so let's say we just recreate this really quickly, bit of a weird kidney kind of shape looking thing. I could copy and paste this, rotate it, position it, rotate again, position it, copy, paste, rotate, try and position it. And I could be there for hours to just try and get exactly what I want. There's an easier way to do things in Illustrator. We do have the copy and paste function, so copy there and paste. And if I copy and paste that, that actually goes in the center of my screen. If I paste that again, center of the screen. Not center of the document, but center of the screen. Kind of annoying sometimes, especially if I want to work in a particular kind of way. What I want to do is actually use the rotate tool to help me. So the rotate tool on first glance doesn't look like it does much. Sure, awesome, that rotates. But if I actually change the reference point and click somewhere else, so let's say I click here, when I rotate this, I can actually rotate this around that central axis that I changed the reference point at. Useful, but not exactly what I want. What I want to do, I want to change the reference point, but also bring up another box. I've got to hold down the Option keyboard command, and that brings up that little, on your screen it might look a lot like a line, but it's actually a couple of dots to indicate that there's something else going on. So I can actually hold down Alt or Option on the Mac, and if I click that, it brings up a dialog box and gives me a preview button of what is about to happen. So let's say I want this to go 5 times. So I'm just going to say 360 divided by 5. It comes up as 72. So I'm going to go 72. Turn preview on, it's going to happen like that. Now, if I just press OK, that'll actually just rotate at 72 degrees. But if I go 72 and go copy, it has actually copied it at exactly the same position. So what do I do from here? There's actually a keyboard shortcut that repeats the last command that we have done. So the last command that we did was copy an object but rotate it based on a reference point there and of the degrees at 72. The command is the command to redo the last command, or sorry, the keyboard shortcut to redo the last command is actually pressing Command D. Command D on a Mac or Control D on a PC will allow you to do this. So it repeats the last command. So even if the last command, let's say if I created a box, if I press Command D now, it will actually create a box for me. If my last keyboard command was to move something, it'll actually keep moving it along. I'm not sure where that is in relation to the file menus. As you can see, the keyboard shortcuts to the right. It's just something that we've used in industry, and I actually don't know where it is anymore. What we want to do now is actually create the rest of this. So it's created with a center circle and then an outer circle ring. And this is where our other duplicate stuff comes in handy. So an ellipse tool, I want to create an ellipse or a circle from the center here. If I click and drag, I can hold shift. That's only going to create a circle to the direction that my mouse is going. But if I press Option or hold down Option, it actually goes from the point of which I clicked. Really useful for me. Okay, so I can go in there. Let's just move that a little bit down and to the left. Copy it, and I can say paste in front or paste in place. It'll do exactly the same thing. And this time I want to scale it up, but again holding down Option so it goes bigger. Now it's going to go over the entire thing, and I'm going to swap the fill and stroke. Change my stroke, let's say to 5, and now I've successfully recreated this. And in the process, I've shown you how to duplicate an object using the rotate tool, and I have shown you what Option and clicking does. But I haven't fully shown you how to duplicate an object. Another way that we can duplicate an object is not only can we go copy and then say paste, or in our instance copy, paste in front, and it pastes on top of it, or paste it behind it. I can also, while I've got my object, I can also hold down the Option keyboard button and click and drag that, and it's actually duplicated an object. I'll show you that again. Selecting it with my black arrow, it's just a black arrow. But holding down the Option keyboard command, it actually shows 2 arrowheads now, one black and one white behind it. If I click and drag that, it actually duplicates it. So that's actually a really useful one. So have I shown you how to duplicate an object? Yes. Option clicking to get additional commands? Yes. I'll show you what it means to group and ungroup and change reference points and align in the next video.